Ellis did stop the match and seemed to jump in at exactly the perfect moment, because it didn't seem that Ellis taking the signature uppercut from Benavidez, it didn't seem like he could fight back at this juncture.
A gutsy performance by Ronald Elliz gets stopped for the first time, even though he's... When the bell rings, come out and box. Good luck. The bell and round one, Benavidez in the red with blue. But it's Elliz pushing the pace early.
Ellis believes in these first couple rounds, Benavidez is not the...
I mean, the eyes, locking Ellis right now before the bell.
So has it been harder for Benavidez to get the early stoppages, and it's Ellis right now working on Benavidez along the ropes. Benavidez...
He threw in previous fights after he got the right hand hurt, before he fought Ali, were all...
There's a left hand that scores for Benavidez. Under a minute, instead of a knockout in the ring, he actually gets more. He's happy. Yeah, when they capitulate.
Yes, I would rather love that.
Those are sweet sound of these punches by Benavidez on it.
Both men doing some things offensively.
Ellis has never been down. 30 seconds left here in the second. The jab leads with the right, and there's that. Nice counter right hand, a short right, and there's Benavidez beginning to avoid Ellis's shots and really score.
And we see Benavidez. I mentioned that he lands more jabs than any other 168 would be impressive. Ellis missing, and then Benavidez getting ready to launch his own shots. And there you see the four-punch combo.
Brilliant fight in which, he fought tough competition before he became...
Gavril, who he beat to win his first title, he was knocked down in that fight. The only time he's been down. And, of course, he then became a two-time champion in front of Benavidez, trying to fire this.
Well, if we keep getting exchanges like that, it's going to be fun to watch. But Benavidez now landing some big power punches.
Landing most of them.
And I hear a symphony of leather here at the Fight Sphere, courtesy of David Benavidez.
And for the first time in this match, he's walking Ronald Elliz down, moving forward.
Bringing all cylinders, Abner.
Yeah, and it is also, thing is that Ellis stopped throwing that jab, pushing Benavidez back. He's got to start going back to that and eventually get a headshot. Wasn't big, but like you mentioned, everything out of his system, and I think he's doing so.
There's that left hook to the liver by Benavidez.
And we'll likely see that again.
Past the midpoints on the ropes, trying to absorb this offense from Benavidez and Ellis. Speaking of firing, there's some fire to the body by David Benavidez, and in many ways Ellis may be playing with.
And like you mentioned now, every time Benavidez throws combinations, Ellis comes back with his own. He's showing that he's still there.
Jab, and there's a counter right by Benavidez. In this fight between David Benavidez and Ronald Elliz, we've come to the end of 4 rounds. Time. Round number 5 scheduled for 12 in the 168-pound division. Punches last round, and anytime you land 50% or
normally he lands 43%.
In the arenas, but a fight like this, the sounds speak for themselves.
Keep them up, both of you. Keep them up.
Yeah, good.
Both fighters having their moment now. Great fight. Before he throws his 1-2, and Benavidez trying to see where to land the jab and then go to the body.
Ellis puts himself on the ropes, eats a combination for Benavidez. The jab, a new nice counter jab by Ellis.
And they're both open for that uppercut. I've seen Benavidez land it.
To shore up his in-ring defense.
Let go, Ronald. Let go, Ronald. Yes, sir.
Let's go to Steve. And after missing weight last time out, there was, for me, a guy like Jean-Pascal.
To me, he wanted, in an interview, that he wanted to stay in 168 and make as many big fights as you possibly could before you...
And there we see the good work from Ellis with that jab, but it's always Benavidez who goes in there and, always finishes with the combo.
Before round 6 ended. So we'll see. There's still some time to go in round 6.
But you you have to like the attitude of a Ronald Elliz.
He's firing back.
And yet he is in. And there was a veteran move of Ellis. I talked about Romero holding in our opener, but Ellis there feeling the power of Benavidez. Hold on, but now Benavidez.
The uppercuts that we were talking about.
And Ellis comes back with a
Ellis, it's been all Benavidez, 2 through 6 in this fight.
took to the body. He told us, and now, of course, in the keys too, the jab and the body shots in the 7th.
And Benavidez has increased the number of jabs exponentially in the last 3 or 4 rounds.
And there's... And I like what Steve Farhad said. Benavidez will let you, throw a few shots, but he'll come back.
Yeah, he'll definitely let you land 1 or 2. He has that habit of going back and staying on the ropes, but he'll come
The
back.
guard for Ellis. Ellis comes forward with the lead right uppercut.
A little bit of following, just Ellis instead of cutting the ring.
Frank, step back. Don't punch. Let go.
Time.
More jabs per round than any other super middleweight, and he uses the jab there to set up the right hand and power punches against Ronald Elliz, and follows up with a lead right hand. So
Round number 8, the double tough Ronald Elliz, his lone defeat.
He just turned 24. He's got a lot of growing to do, and he's doing so as a fighter. He's mature. He had all those fake friends, those people that were just go the other way and made him make those mistakes. But he's clearing that, and it is
Combinations here in the 8th, and Benavidez and Ellis have been past the 7th round. You may have saw the graphic 6 times each. Benavidez 6-0.
Benavidez in this fight is willing to walk in on a straight, moving his head.
Cross.
that body shot. He's got to throw it again. That body shot definitely hurt him.
Right uppercut, another uppercut, and now David Benavidez.
Ronald Elliz has held together and not gone down, and he's still fighting back.
Yup.
It's astonishing.
30 seconds. Ronald Elliz, maybe of the 8th. Ellis finds himself along the ropes as we go to round 9.
And the concern about Ronald Elliz in that corner by the ring officials is because of this. I mean, he took so many shots.
He's not satisfied with just.
Well, because of the fact that he lost his title on the scale the last time around, unification mode, he talks about to really
A better fight than some people thought he could, and Benavidez dominating most of it, and it's just the fact capitulate.
He will not go away quietly.
No.
Yes, but
God, and well, it's been David Benavidez. 30 seconds left in the round. Earning respect. He is earning respect he's earning a beating as well from David Benavidez. It's the nature of the beast. This is round number 10. Corner. Both the fighter and the trainer.
This has never been 12 rounds in his career. He's Benavidez is 2-0 over 12, so he's going to soon, if he can.
Round 10, Abner.
yes, throwing a beautiful jab. I thought he was going to start, landing a little bit more. There he is. But then Benavidez was the powerful one. But in this case, Benavidez has both hands that are power.
Benavidez again attacking the body, then going up.
He doesn't get hit in that posture a lot, which is interesting.
You know what it is?
Anything you would like to
Cut off the ring a little bit more. He is doing a little bit of too much following. He's following the fighter all around.
This match, Benavidez, and there's 2 of them. And
Dangerous punches.
the penultimate round to maintain his, to dig it down deep as he's been doing. Corner does, because they've warned him before. If he continues to take head.
Ronald Elliz, so this is uncharted. He was the man that Ellis beat to win the Golden Gloves championship. So
He is hitting the body, the head. He is just strafing. Referee Ellis, the corner, watching very intently with Ellis pinned in the corner, and now Benavidez.
held like that, and maybe an indication that we're getting.
He learned a lot from this. He showed a lot.
Ellis has earned his bones in this fight tonight. And that's it.
Yes.
Good fight it, but what a performance by David Benavidez. And you know what, Ronald Elliz?
He did say that he loves her. And
El Bandera Roja, David